Good evening, everybody. So I've still got this out. I don't know if anybody has noticed, I've been fiddling around with some camera positions, and this camera's in the wrong position, isn't it? Bear with me. Needs to be a bit lower. Is that right? What have we got? No, we've got this fucking stick in the way again. Excuse me, it needs to go a little bit higher. Maybe there somewhere. Awkward. This thing is too high. Need to drop that down a bit at some point. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know if you've noticed, we've got rid of palette cam. We now have buddy cam, we're going to call that one. You can kind of see what I'm doing from two angles at once. But bizarrely, look, this one has a different delay to this one. We're going to see if we can change that. No, I'm not, because that will break it. As to why it has a delay, I couldn't tell you, but this is annoying. This is bugging me. And that needs to come over a bit as well. I'll fudge it. Right, that'll do for today. Okay, it's quite warm in here. For some reason I've decided to go for this, why are you looking at the ceiling? The jumper arrangement. But anyway, let's crack on with this young lady. So now I have a light in the picture. So, I think what we're going to do first, if we can get this on buddy cam, is we'll paint these purple bits. However, the palette kind of now in the way. We want buddy cam on this side. I might put buddy cam this side, but not now. That'll be later. We'll move this night. Good night. Right. Bit of purple. I don't know if I actually want to do these purple. Now I think about it. That feather can be purple. I'm going to paint that feather purple, but everything else I don't want purple. And it's a bit dark in here today. Or wiping rag. We've also put the chat in a different place. Might be interesting, but we shall see. We have a prototype page set up. Right. Let's paint this feather. So, how is everybody today in the world anyway? And the underneath of her hat also purple. It's times like that, my lad, we have to be extra careful. Alright, Bilbo. Alright. I knew I'd get purple up there. Good old wipey finger. Sort that out. Alright. Yeah, so I want to do a holster brown now, I think. Otherwise it's going to look very garish. Give that a hose. Another layer of purple on there. There we go. I can't really do anything with that. I've got to put black wash on, but what I want to do is that there's the unprofessional hobbyist. How are you? I don't know if you've noticed, but we've had a bit of a rearrange on the screen. We're having a little trial session. So that needs a wash. I can't be jazzed to do that yet. Purple bit. Let's repaint those brown bits. If I don't get those done, we get ticked off, but actually let's have the silver bits first. We'll do them other silver bits. I should have another silver paint somewhere. I would use to mix this, but it would appear the silver paint thief has been around and put them back. It wasn't a thief, it was just me. Am I finding the box set? Well, I like it, but I'm not going to use the Nurgle stuff. So, but I do want the scenery, so I might try and find someone who wants to swap their scenery for my Nurgle stuff. I mean, the rest I'll get round to painting sometime in the next 100 years. Did you buy it? Palette cam is now gone. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'll have to get another camera for him. You didn't buy it. Oh, that's fair enough. I only really bought it for the models. I probably won't play the game. Do you play a lot, or are you more of a painter? See, my goal after this is to finish a 40k army I can take on tour. On tour. Necromunda, which gang have you gone for? I do like Necromunda, it's one of those things that I would like to do. Oh, Van Sars. Do you find those fiddly to put together? I know a couple of people who have struggled. Aha, your channel. What's it going to be on? Is it a streaming channel or a bit of everything? Don't make sense what I've just painted. Never mind, it's all part of the fun. I enjoy the editing phase of videos when they're not streaming. Always a good laugh. And then you hear your own voice back and realise that you sound like a complete retard and it's horrible. Who gives a shit? No one cares, do they? There's loads of people like that. At the end of the day, people come anyway, don't they? They're not really interested in that sort of thing. It's not like they're modelling underwear. Well, you might. Maybe we should try that. Warhammer pants. Alright, let's put a wash on these silver bits and that purple bit. A mixed accent. Fine. We get used to accents. We should have heard our French on here the other day. Oh my god, it was awful. Mustn't worry. Has that paint dried yet? I bet it hasn't. I'm going to do the other base coats first. So I need to rebrown holster. Can I black wash that? Brown. Where is the sound coming out of today? This one? Or this one? Was the first one, that's alright. I need to get a smaller brush for this bit. Over watering my paints down. Over thinning. He has to pay his rent. Who is this? Oh! I didn't see that phrase. Yeah, you can bring the baby on. People love babies. Do you have any animals? People like animals as well. Hello, Mr. Brooks. How are you? This brown is like shit brown. Ah, what sort of snake do you have? Has it been left unattended? I'm alright, thank you, Mr. Brooks. I feel like I haven't painted in ages. It's literally been about 3 days. Feel real rusty. I'm having to do the easy bits. Californian gopher snake. Why have I never heard of that? Don't mean garter snake, do you? I've never heard of a gopher snake. No. A gopher snake. And is that a colobrid? What sort of snake is it? I've still got a lag in between the two video feeds. It's brown. Okay. Send me a picture. One of them brown snakes. That'll do. Oh, I wanted to do a hoisty bit, didn't I? Got her hoists out. So it says in the 40k rules that these rogue traders, their special rule is they're allowed any Imperial transport. Anything. So I thought my favourite Imperial transport, which I don't own, is the Custodes or Custodes Orion dropship thing. That's an Imperial transport, right? Well, actually, has it got 40k rules yet? Might not. I'm wondering now if this is going to be one of those joke pictures. I'm sending you a picture of my snake and I'm either going to get a dick pic or a turd. Speaking of turds, one of my snakes today laid the biggest turd I've ever seen any of them lay. It was as big as a dog turd and the snake isn't even that big. That was huge. A record shit. There we go, that's better with the brown. Get a black wash on that feather. And then we'll black wash those metals we just painted. Where were they? One on the bottom of her old stick. Sent the wiki page on Instagram. Alright my man, I'll have a look in a sec. Let me get this wash on and we're going to have a look. I feel like I need to see this. That is some serious dedication. That must be a very boring bus journey otherwise. How far is the trip? What else needs to wash? I think that's it, you know. Right. I'll wash her brown bits. Everyone wants their brown bits washed. I don't know if anyone's noticed that we have buddy cam here instead of pallet cam. I'm actually thinking I prefer the angle of buddy cam. I might swap the priority and have this camera here as the little one and buddy cam as the big one. What are people's thoughts on that? Is it better to have the top down as the main view or the side view as the main view? That hoodie is really good. I was really pleased with it. You know when you order something custom and you think, the logo is going to be really shit or really like bad resolution and stuff. But yeah, I was really surprised, and the material doesn't feel like you'll wash it and it'll fall to bits. I was quite happy. I guess I expected the worst. Came out well. The Muppets house. Spiders, scorpions and lizards. What sort of spiders did you keep? I'd love to wear it on the stream, but you know that when you have something new, you can have your old crappy hoodie like this that costs like a £5 from Primark, and it'll stay immaculate forever. And the minute you put on your expensive one, that's when you spill your wash all over it. Side view is the main view. Alright, I'll swap these over after this stream. Nice to get a bit of feedback. I do appreciate that. Oh, custom tankards. Sounds quite cool. Were they like etched into the glass? You know when you feel like you're painting the same bit over and over? Sci-fi wargamer dice, that's not a bad idea, is it? I'll see if we can do it. Trouble is, can they do it on the big ones? Because I don't like them pissy little dice. Right, bad bang. Let's have a look at this garter snake while that wash dries. Oh, he's got no headphones. We'll have to learn sign language for that. Oh, there we go. A Pituophis cataniffer. He is a colobrid. And was he one that you bought? Or was he one you found out in the wildlife? Often mistaken for the prairie rattlesnake. That sounds amazing. I want to see more pictures of that. There he is. I want one of these. Can I have one, please? Puffs up its body. I actually want one of those. Sign me up for a gopher snake. Like that fry moon. Oh, that's the take my money thing, isn't it? Is that when they had the iPhone episode or something? Tankards. Awesome. When we went to the Dublin Guinness storehouse, they were doing personalised Guinness glasses. I don't know why we didn't buy one. Alright, we need this turn just a touch more that way. You gotta let me do it, camera. There. Oh fuck! No, it's a bit precarious, I think is the word. I will try that. We need a touch of white in there. So what are we painting after this thing? I think I've got an Alpha Legion Praetor to paint. And then it'll be, all goes to plan, 6 Imperial Guard Valkyries, of all things. Where did I put the white? I just had it. What the hell? No, I didn't. I didn't just have it. I am a belly. Yes, I did have it. I put it on the palette. Oh dear. I think that's a sign of turning into an old bastard. Custom dice as well. I'll have a look at those. I like the idea of custom dice. But if you use your own, it kind of feels a bit like self-promotion. This word self-aggrandishment. Something like that bit there. This weekend I'm going to put myself in for an eye test. I had a hearing test today. Apparently that came out normal, whatever normal is. And a lung function test due to my job. And I was also normal on that. So apparently I'm not going to die of bad breathing today. Sent you a copy of a mock-up. That sounds pretty good. I'm excited about this. This is the one when you sit in the booth and press the little button when you hear the beep in your ear. Beep. And it gets higher and higher pitched. But you start thinking you can hear the beep, but you're not even sure if you can hear the beep because you're expecting the beep. Because you learn the pattern of the beeps, you kind of feel like you should know when to press the button anyway. That's it. Well, I heard the last one. I think I heard a noise. I don't know if it's a thing, but I'll press the button anyway. Yeah, I'm not. It should be like random pictures going up and down rather than going up continuously. Ooh. Do you work in a noisy environment? I apologise for being off screen with my palette work. I'm going to have to get a third camera for palette cam. Can't be missing palette cam. Oh, ship engineer. That sounds like a highly professional job. Do you work at the docks then, or are you away on the ships half the time? You'll have to excuse my Philistine comments of do you work at the docks, because I have no idea what you would call it. $90 decibels. What the hell is so noisy? Is it all the engine room? It's time for your hearing test. Hearing test? Hearing test. Every other week. Sounds a pain. I'm gonna have your hearing test. What? One of your hearing test. What? Exactly. No one's heard that joke before. Shit cups of tea. How come it's not coffee you're drinking? That is very upmarket if you're on tea at work. We should all have the argument now. When it comes to making tea, do you put your milk in first or second? We drink Yorkshire tea nowadays. Haven't seen that advert for a long time. My paint is drying up already. You can do one, you little shit. Have you seen that new fucking Orc Waz Jet Wagon Fudge or whatever it's called? A ramshackle blast jet. It looks like a Megatrack bum jet. I can't remember what it was called. The Megatrack something. Sugar, tea bag, hot water, stir. No, see, I'm a milk first person. They do look good, these They do look good, these new DW Games Workshop Orc stuff. If I was an Orc player, I'd be happy. I'm not an Orc player, so I won't be using it. I know a man who is though, and he already wins all his games. Sit here and play with myself. I think that might be the reason World War III breaks out over the order of milk in tea. I guess it's just what you get brought up with, isn't it? There we go, that feather is done. Right, let's go and fiddle arse about with this metals. I think the side of a cane thing is metal. Let's look at the pictorial reference. See, the Warhounds. I was all over this Titanicus stuff. And now I don't know if I'd be bothered. Doesn't sound bad. But I did want it really bad, but I think we waited for it for so long. 40 quid for two. What's that on discount? About 35 from your. That's not metal there. It's all just brown, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether to do it or not. It's a shame I can't buy them singly. I'd have to paint two at the same time. I don't know if I can be asked. I might buy one and stash it for later, because if I don't buy it now, they're only going to go up in price, aren't they, when I do want one in about a year's time. I'll buy one now while they're cheaper. It's worth the videos. You just wait until these 6 Valkyries arrive. That'll literally be 6 months worth of videos. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do some airbrushing with a camo scheme. Look at this piece of shit aeroplane I had. Look at this fucking thing, where I was practicing my camouflage. This looks a bit like one of them Orc planes, doesn't it? I don't know what sort of Orc plane they are. But that was what I practiced camo on and oil washing in the panel lines. Look, F for fudging terrible. What a heap. I couldn't even be bothered to mask the canopy for the tester. But it worked alright. That's where I found out you could use my favourite matte varnish. That's the word I was looking for. Airbrushing as soon as you get the compressor. Now, this is a good point. You've made me think about how I'm going to get around that now. I won't be able to turn the noise gate on. I've got a noise gate on this program, so that might cut it off. But every time you talk, obviously it will come back. Might be able to insulate the little cupboard it's in. Soundproofing. Be a good idea, isn't it? Right, let's do these curly whirly bits here. Not sure what these are. It's like a metal bra she's wearing. Egg cartons, yeah, they work, don't they? The older inverse egg cartons. You'd only have to pad out the inside of that box, drill a hole for the cable to come through. Wouldn't be a lot of work, actually. Bit of soundproofing. I've got a load of foam as well somewhere. I mean, I can try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I can try something else. Hang on. That part of the gun there. I love it when a model can't decide what part of the model it is. Sort of blends into another part. And then this stupid little thing there, her ring. Metal bit, which isn't metal, and then we've got to do that line that I painted as a finger last time, and I've just gone over the lines. How terrible of me. What was I up to? Done that, done that, done that. And then we've got to highlight this weird thing on her back. I think it's meant to be like her shield generator. Have a nice evening, my man. Take it easy. Right, I'll stick a bit of wash in there where I've topped it up. Okay. Oh, I haven't done her little eagle. Do the other brown bits. Okay, Fran. Oh, lovely. We've got a lot of detail to get around here. Suspiciously tidy. Why is it suspicious? 3 teenagers. God, I can't imagine. I have one, and she wrecks the place very quickly. Can't imagine what that many would be like. Bloody hard work, I would imagine. Don't you mix a bit of white in here? We've got Space Hulk Tactics out soon. I'm looking forward to that. Have you seen it on your radar? Do you play any games? Do you even have a games console? I want a small brush here for this. It might even be on PC if you were that way inclined. You can tell they were away. Is it school holidays or something? That's not school holidays, it just had them. You're not sure about it. What are you unsure about? What were you hoping for, my man? It to be like the other Space Hulk, or more? I don't know. The only thing I've thought when I've seen it is graphically, it looks a little busy, if that makes sense. But I'm sure I'll be able to get around that. There's a missing buckle there. I never played that Vermintide. I wonder if there'll be a free demo. That would be handy, wouldn't it? We're getting suspiciously close to nearly having this thing done. What we got left to do? The gold bits and a gem on a buckle. Kind of like a cheap game dressed up nice. That's that samey feel, isn't it? Like you don't feel like there's any depth to it. Was Vermintide the more time game, or was that something different? A wave survival. Yeah, they are a little bit samey, aren't they, sometimes? Things like that. Did it have, oh, what's it called now? When you pay money for the loot boxes? DLC? Called nowadays. What's that phrase they use for DLC that I can't think of? Right, let's do these white bits on her hand. Then I'm going to put a real thin wash in there. Hello, Mr. Force of Gaming. How are you? Well, this may go very badly. Oh, I know what I haven't done. Quickly do that while I remember. That's it, microtransactions, that's the word I was thinking of. Everyone's favourite. There we go, there's her little Magna Carta painted. Can't remember what the proper term for it. License to trade. Yeah, I am very well, thank you, my man. I am hungry, as I always am at this time of day. It is the hungry part of the day. I feel like I want a bit of a brighter highlight on those brown bits. Oh, there we go. What I wanted. That'll do. That'll cock up if I do any more than that. What am I doing there? Is that actually in shot? Yeah. Look at these filthy nails of mine. Those where I gouged my finger the other day on a bread knife. God, I can actually get my brush in that gap. State of my nails. That red stuff isn't dirt or filth, it's just from a pair of red gloves I was wearing earlier. Fascinating. I don't know why I felt like I had to show you that. Anyway, let's do this bit I've been dreading. Lots of white paint. Thin white paint. well, that didn't come out too bad. The Blues Brothers are on next, aren't they? You know when I'm trying to concentrate, so I go completely silent. I have to build this colour up slowly. Yeah. Bit too much dark on the inside of the arm there. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Gonna need another coat in a sec. How dare she have these hard to paint ruffles on her. Got some basing to do. Do you not like doing terrain? It looked like you were enjoying it on Instagram. Aha. Terrain to me, I always quite enjoy. I think I enjoy the building more than the painting. There we go. Now let's thin this right down. It's hard to get away from Space Marines, isn't it? I know the feeling. It's such a nice feeling when you finally do. I screwed that up then. Still a bit dark in there. Do the other one. Who's Grom? Oh, Grombrindle. Hero dear. I should know better, shouldn't I? Oh god, my phone's buzzing away. This means we have to start a clock. How do I normally do this? Oh yeah, if you'll bear with me a sec. Right, I think that'll do for the old white arms. No, it won't. Not happy with that bit around the side there. On the wrong screen here. There we go. That's better. I feel sorry for anyone who has to paint white stuff on a day-to-day. There we go. That's the white bits painted. It's always nice to have a break. They say variety is the spice of life. Who these they people are is a whole nother matter entirely. Right, what we've got left to do? We've got to paint the gold bits. Get a gold trim. Dig out my favourite gold for this. Bit of retributor armour. I'll get this gold base down, put a wash on it, and then we'll have to call it a night, I think. One day I'm going to be able to do one of my super long streams again. Gold up here. Any other gold on there? Yeah, you've got to do the tiny looking thin lines on the boots. So those bits I painted black are actually part of the trim. Oh, shut up, phone. There we go. Paint round the top of the boot. There we go, that's the gold trim, re-gold trimmed. Right, I'm going to call it there because I'm going to put a wash on in a little while. So I'll say thank you very much to all who came. Next time I'm going to change that camera setup around. So I'll see you all later. Thanks very much for coming.